Hi everyone. I was asked if there's a metal barrel inside if you want to cut the plastic barrel off, and yes there is. There's this one. In the older BB units it's this massive one, and it has a little air hole so that, I think this is that you don't get a vacuum when you fire the BB at the BB unit. There's the wire for the actual motor of the BB unit, and there's the trigger wire for the sound, and also if you've got a servo recoil, that also what triggers the servo. With these, make sure that when you put them back in, you don't push them in too far, because it's a bit hard to see. We can't really see it, but there's a little teeny rubber in there which holds the BB enough so it gives it enough to fire out. If you push this in too far, it traps the rubber and it won't fire the BB. The newer units come with like a sawn off one of these that's about up to there, which is the same as what's in the Chieftain, but I don't think it has the holes. I think it's because the barrel length is much shorter. If you do the barrel recoil, basically what happens is the barrel sits on there, you connect something to the tip of that, and then this runs up and down on the pipe. The higher Chieftain and what's inside my Challenger has a nice, really well designed unit that doesn't really touch the barrel. But this one is what I've done, and it just runs, shouldn't really do that, but it just runs up and down on the inside barrel, which is the long one, which is this. If you do it, you have to chop it off about there, or else it won't run, because the actual barrel has, I don't know if you can see it, inside, I don't think you can see it, there's a lip inside there, it's just down there, and it won't work. Also, if you have a Challenger, these barrels are as bent as anything. They're really bent. If you look at it, it's a bit hard to see, but it bananas up and it bananas to one side. So to get mine straight, what I had to do was to cut it at the fume extractor on both sides, and then stick it back together to straighten it, because otherwise when a BB comes out it just clips the end of the barrel and it won't come out straight. Because in there it's got the longer barrel, it doesn't do that, because when it withdraws back to about here it comes in line with this, and then the BB doesn't clip the end here. But this you've got to be really careful, because it's got the short barrel. If the BB deviates slightly or the barrel slightly bent, it clips the end of here and it will just come out everywhere. But yeah, so you can't cut it unless you take the tank apart. There is a bit of wiggle room, but you'd have to be careful that you don't accidentally cut this through, or else you'd have to take the whole tank apart again. Yeah. So anyway, that's it.